Hey, what's up, guys? It's a wonderful day for me. I just found something incredible for you guys, for all people that have a D input keyboard. It's gonna work on my Retrobeast, and I swear it's not a pain in the ass. Everything is plug and play. I'm gonna show you. You don't have to set up anything special or configure something or do something special. When you buy my Retrobeast, or if you already have it, on the next update, any D input keyboard from iPack or Xarcade, name it, is gonna work on the Retrobeast. Okay? Short story. Um, X input is the API I use for all the Retrobeast game. MAME, PS3, PS2, Xbox, Switch, name it. They all use a X input configuration. I think only MAME game on my Retrobeast can be played via a D input, but that's it. All the rest works with X input. It's possible to play in the input on any almost emulator, but you have to go on the emulator and change to the input, reconfigure your controller and input and stuff like that. So now it's not complicated, it's plug and play. It's called, it's called, I just find it today. It's called X output. What this mini application does, anything that it's the input on the control on the PC is going to convert it automatically to X input. Simple as that. Windows recognize the D input as a Xbox as soon as the application start. Simple as that. You don't need to reconfigure anything else. How it works? It's very easy. Sorry. If you click clear alt delete on your controller when you buy my Retrobeast, what I did, if you go to startup, if you go to task manager, if you go to startup, when you buy the Retrobeast or you update the OS drive, whatever, you will see in task manager startup, you will see the X output is disabled as a startup application. If you have a D input uh, board, I'm going to show you soon how it works. But if you have a D input, just enable it. Simple as that. And it's going to boot automatically on window boot. After Retrobeast is going to boot, your D input's going to work on my Retrobeast. No configuration at all. There is some configuration. I'm going to show you if you want to change some button and stuff like that or add controller. But basically everything is plug and play. All right. So I'm going to just disable it for now. Doesn't matter. Okay. The way it works, very, very, very simple, guy. Um, oh yeah, just a small story. In the old time, and for Hyperspin guys and anybody to set the input to X input, they use Xpadder, they use tricky application, and sometimes you have to set each game individually. You have to put ini files or Xpadder files in the games. Anyway, it was complicated. What I'm going to explain to you today is very, very, very simple. So the application, what it does, it converts all the input, the keyboard function to AX input. So I already did the controller 1 and 2. All right. So I'm going to stop the process. So if you go to edit, controller 1, now I'm on the input on the X arcade. Let's say A. I want to configure A. I press A and I save it. All right. If I want to change the A on controller 2, let's say uh, configure, press A, C W, save. So if you want to remap all the buttons, I already did, but if you have another pattern button. You just click configure and you input your configuration button. You close this window and you save. You save it. So what's gonna happen when it boot? You don't have to press start. It's gonna start automatically because at the end of the controller edit, you can check the start emulator when controller is connected. So you don't have to press anything. It's gonna start automatically. All right. So now I'm on the input. All right. Let's close. I'm gonna close the application. I'm gonna show you on Retrobeast that on the interface nothing's gonna work. So now that's freaking cool. So anybody that has a D input board can play Retrobeast with the X input. So see, I press A. The joystick works because it's the arrow on the keyboard, but the enter, nothing works. All right. Now let's pretend I boot my PC, X output just boot, my board X input was plugged, Retrobeast boot. So now if I press A, now I can go down and up, I can press A, I go to a games, favorite or last play, press A again.
Strikers 1944.
It's unbelievable. Fire. Now I'm on
Bomb.
D input.
Start game.
But convert
Insert
to X
point.
input.
Primary control.
Plug and play.
8-way joystick.
And this is
Have
working on all PC game, Xbox, PS3, PS2, Switch, name it, Nintendo, Sega, whatever. Credit. See, you recognize the same way as a Xbox controller now on D input converted to X input. Easy like that. Guys, that's wonderful. That's really, really wonderful. So I already set player 1 and 2. If you have a 4-player board, just go to just boot the application, the X output. Go to edit player 3 and just input your player 3, and when you for all button, press save and do the same for the player 4. I just want to rename this one 3. I think I have to close it before. Okay. Because people's gonna be confused. This is I just installed it. It's amazing. I have a fancy keyboard. Oh, come on. Okay, 3. Now it's set to 3, and this one's gonna be 4. Because I do not have a X input 4-player. So you just, if you have a 4-player, just edit your player 3. So it's very easy. It takes like 5 minutes. You configure A, B, X, Y, L1, R1, L2, and R2, start select, and you're ready to go. Just do it one time and everything's gonna be safe. Just press save and you're ready to go. And that's it. You just make sure you go to Task Manager. Make sure if you have a D input board that the X output is gonna boot at start. Right click, enable, and you're ready to go. You can play Switch, PS3, MAMEs, and there is no delay, there is no difference. So if you already have a board, a 2-player board or a 4-player board, the input, and now you can buy the Retrobeast. It's gonna work on it's gonna work on the Retrobeast, no problem at all. And what's good about it, because sometimes people they have a they have a X Arcade 2-player, or whatever, they have a board on the input, all right? They want to play a 4-player game, but they can because if they have, let's say they have 2 Xbox controller and 1 D input board, but now you can because you convert your D input to X input with 2 controller. So now on the Retrobeast, any board's gonna work. So it doesn't matter if you are on X input, D input. I just changed the listing and my advertise on my site, and I write that the X input and the D input works now. All right, guys. So if you have a Hyperspin cabinet or a big board or 4-player, 2-player, it doesn't matter now. For a matter of a click, you can change the input to X input. It's going to be available on the 80 terabyte, and it's going to be available on the 2 terabyte, the 2 terabyte cabinet version, the vertical version, the RBX 16 version. So on all my Retrobeast, you will have the new feature available. So it's gonna be on the next update of March, but it's gonna available on all my Retrobeast. I'm very excited and happy now that there is no limitation about Retrobeast about oh you have to use X input, or if you buy a Hyperspin you have to use the input. Now it doesn't matter. You can mix X input and D input together and it's gonna work. It's wonderful. I'm very happy. So, and I'm proud to showing you that new feature. And it was so simple. I have to thank the guy and give him money because seriously, I have to thank him. Can I copy this? Bye. Oh yeah, I have to thank him. Seriously, it's a great application because basically the D input, the window, the board is recognized on the window as a Xbox. So that way you don't have to reset up all the emulator and games that it's already done. It's amazing, amazing. So I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next update. Yeah, soon. And I will do more video about LED blink and second screen and stuff like that. I want to show you more stuff soon. All right. So yes, let's celebrate. The input works on Retrobeast, guys. Thanks for watching. That's my new vertical screen. Look at that. Elevation. I will do a video because it's very complicated. It's a vertical pinball. You can play pinball. You can play cocktail side by side. And I can put my X arcade right there and play horizontal. Amazing. Thanks guys for watching.
You know what I really miss? Video game manuals. There was just something so awesome about having a little book come packaged with your game back in the day. As soon as you get home, you tear that plastic shit off. Had trouble getting the